What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Pam with 2200 Taps. Yo, I told you I have amazing guests coming up, and I found a really cool one this past weekend. I have been trying to get this guest on past 2, 3 years
For
by
two
now,
years.
4 years, something like that. But we finally were able to reconnect, actually, at the celebrity softball game here in Frisco, Texas. Tim Klund and the crew, man, they put on such a great event to raise money for veteran charities. That's where I met my next guest, actually. Her name is Cristina Coria. She is, I'll let her kind of introduce a little bit about her background here in a minute, but uh, retired Santa Monica police officer, correct?
Yep. Yep.
And she was also on Survivor back in the day. I have some personal questions on that one because that was my favorite show, years ago.
Oh my God, believe me, it's
Yeah. But no, Christina, thank you so much for coming on such quick turnaround from the weekend. I just saw you a couple days ago. So thank you so
I know,
much.
right? She's like, well, just yesterday.
I feel it was. No, thank you for being on today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, are you home now? Is that where I'm seeing you?
Yes, I'm home. I'm
Man, you got
home in
a
my
you got
in
a
my
big
mess of a
ass
home right now.
home. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, so briefly before we really get started in the meat and potatoes of this. So Santa Monica police officer turned survivor turned doing the amazing things that you're doing, getting involved with all these programs and stuff, trying to develop some stuff on your end that we'll talk about off the air.
Yes.
But yeah, give us a little background on you before we really get going. Cool.
Well, okay, so I was born and raised in Santa Monica, in California, so don't hold that against me.
I'm sorry, I
I
kind
know
of have to.
California was a great place, but it's just, well, anyways, we'll get past all that. But I do want to move to Texas. I really do. But
Hmm.
I'm the good California coming to Texas.
So is that
Um,
a thing? Is it for sure a thing now you want to come
yes,
out?
I want to go. I'm actually looking for houses out there, and I'm really excited because I really want to start something out there. All you guys are so amazing, and
Oh,
it's a
just
positive
made
feel every time I
just
go
made my
out there.
day.
I mean, honestly, every time I go to Tim's events, and he's
Yeah.
such a great guy. I mean, I've been going out there since he started the whole thing. Um, but every time I go, I swear it's energy, and it's just so positive, and everyone's about helping each other out and building each other
Hmm.
up instead of tearing each other down like I hear in California.
And it's like
Um,
legit. It's not fake.
Yes.
It's real.
People are sincere. They are
Yes.
just unbelievable. So
Yeah, I love it.
it makes me want to work harder, and especially for the causes I'm trying to, fight for. Well, anyways, we'll start off with I was a police officer for 15 years. My father and my uncle were both police officers also for Santa Monica. That's what got
Hmm.
me into it. My uncle died of cancer, so I never met him. And then my father was killed when I was 12, and it was after he was retired. So that was just like my intro into the police into the law enforcement. And
Yeah.
so at 14, I was an explorer, then parking checker, or a cadet parking checker, then water conservation officer, what's called parking checker. What else? Let's see, college police officer, then police officer. So I was a police officer in Santa Monica for about 15 years. And in those 15 years, I had a few near-death experiences. In fact, 3 years into the job, I was hit by a DUI driver where I was almost squished to death.
Three. Well, is that the one I just
And
heard
then,
where you
and
like she was driving and y'all pulled her over and she took off with you?
yeah,
See, I did my homework. I did my
well,
homework.
she took off after she hit me. Yeah,
Oh
so she actually
shit.
pinned me up against the police car because we were trying to get her out of her car, and of course that wasn't going to happen because she had her seatbelt on. So when the officers were trying to get to her, I opened the door, and also she punched it because her foot was on the brake, and her car was still on drive. So when she
Uh,
punched it, now I'm getting switched between her car and my police car, and so my whole pelvic area, my knees, everything, and I'm like just
dude.
I ready to pop. All I can remember is going, "Oh my God, I'm gonna pop here." And I look at her, and I'm trying to go for my gun, and she sees me going for my gun when she veers away. And when she veers away, I feel that pressure release, and I
Yeah.
throw myself on top of the police car and roll in front of the police car, and damage to my neck, my back, my knees, my pelvic area. Luckily, I was off work for a short time only because I was so stupid. I wanted to rush back because I was so young as an officer. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to stay off work, off work comp for a long time. So I was so stupid. I should have recovered better. Went back to work. Had a few altercations here and there, bumps and bruises. And then in 2000, 4th of July of 2000, I got shot in a hostage situation. It was on 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
So that fractured my humerus, shattered my radius, and literally I was partially paralyzed in my arm and I couldn't use it, and
Mm.
it changed everything.
So I might have some questions while you're sharing the story, right? I kind of want
Okay.
to back up real quick before we get into what really happened with you and share as deep as you want to go, however you want to share it.
Yeah.
But you said you were an explorer when you're like 14.
Yes.
I actually became an explorer when I was 14.
Oh, for the police department or fire department?
Yes. No, police.
Oh, awesome.
So
So you
my,
know,
I
you're aware of
know.
it.
Well,
So
my
it was
mom,
a great program, great
it was
program.
a great program. My mom just wanted me to stay out of trouble. So between sports and that, um, I just did it. And I think they were kind of grooming me into that because I actually liked it, you know? And my then sergeant turned lieutenant turned chief of police actually in Salinas, California.
Oh, wow.
She retired as chief police a few years ago. Uh, yeah, it was like that was my course. And I ended up getting a scholarship to play ball in college, failed out of college, and I ended up enlisting in the Coast Guard instead. So,
Oh, that's great.
but yeah, I have a lot of energy for you real quick. Not to make this about me on this part. You know, I hate to talk a lot when I'm
No,
interviewing
no,
people.
no. I want to hear more about you too.
But no, yeah. So my now stepdad of 20 plus years, he's also retired chief of police.
Oh, wow.
My brother, my older brother-in-law, he's, state troopers, and I did a little bit of law enforcement in the Coast Guard. So it's always been in my DNA. And when I hear
Nice.
you share your story of, your dad, and we don't have to get into it, but I know how your father passed away and all that stuff from a previous interview that I was listening to. But when you got shot, it reminded me of my stepdad because early in his career, he got shot. And he showed me a picture of him laying on the gurney. And I'm
Wow.
like, how the hell do you even have this picture? This is back in the 80s,
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, when you were sharing your story, I was just thinking of him. I couldn't help but think of him. And a lot of other incredible retired, my mentor, Heidi Fresse is her name. She was chief of police in Salinas. She was also a Marine Corps veteran before that.
Oh, wow.
So to have these strong women, it takes a special person to want to do that kind of job. And you said, you didn't heal properly. You wanted to hurry up and get back in the
Yeah.
job, but you were hungry. You were a young, hungry police officer.
Yeah.
Um, I just have a lot of energy for you because I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm looking at a mirror in a little bit of a way. So I just wanted to touch on that because, and guys, we don't really know each other's backgrounds. That's kind of why we're kind of talking through this. It's kind of cool.
Yes. I know.
So,
Because every time we go to these events, we hardly have a chance to talk. It's like rush, 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 signing autographs, doing this, doing that. And we're like
hmm
pulled in so many directions and never get a chance to actually talk.
I love
So
it.
this is
I
so
love
nice.
it. Yeah, no. So it's amazing, and I'm just honored to have you and hopefully other people from the games that we play to come on. But I want to get back to, what happened. You got injured. You got injured. You got shot. I mean, I don't want to downplay it. You got shot, and it was a bad situation. Um, do you want to share about how all that went down? I mean, take
Yep.
us for a ride, sister.
Well, it was these two guys were wanted for murder. They were not good guys, and we I guess our department trace or San Bernardino Police Department guy who had two guns on him, and then the second guy, he ran towards the arcade, and so only one officer saw him. So my partner and I, as we're going towards the crowd, we're walking through. We have no idea where he's at. Never saw the guy. He grabbed a hostage, and when he grabbed a hostage, the officers were retreating. And when we thought they were actually dealing with the guy, they were actually retreating. So as we're running towards those officers and towards that direction, and running through the crowd, I could feel and I could hear the bullets. Well, first of all, I could hear him shooting, and I could feel the bullets whizzing by me, whizzing by my head, going, "Oh my God, where is this guy?" And next thing I know, I feel something hit my arm. And at first I thought it was a graze. I'm like, oh, it's just a graze, no big deal. And my partner's like, Christina, you've been hit. I'm like, I'm fine. He's like, no, you're not. Your arm's hanging. It broke both your bones. So
Oh,
I'm sitting there with a short sleeve shirt on, not even seeing any blood. It's so funny. The shock must have got me because I don't remember seeing any blood at all. But what happened was he ended up getting me. We ended up retreating because I was still able to walk, and I had my gun in my right hand, and the guy's still shooting. So as we retreat, two other officers are getting shot. Another civilian got shot, and they ended up rushing me into the police car because the ambulance couldn't get to the pier at the time. It was so
yeah.
packed. So they rushed me to the back of a police car, rushed me up to the emergency, and I'm basically walking out of the police car, and because they never knew we were coming, because our dispatchers couldn't call them and let them know. And so as I'm walking into the hospital, I see my cousin. She's like a candy striper, like one of those nurses, but not nurses, but like they volunteers.
Mm.
So I see her. I'm like, Patsy, you look pale. Well, it's not her that's pale. It's me. I lost so much blood. I end up passing out. So next thing I know, I'm on the
Oh,
gurney,
jeez.
and the hospital's giving me morphine and everything. And I did not want to cry because as a female, I'm like, I'm not going to let this guy see me cry. I'm okay. I'm gonna be tough. When I know it hurt like a mother, I
Yeah.
swear, I should have been crying. And next thing I know is the doctors come in and they. This is the funny part. I had a Victoria's Secret bra underneath my vest. And what's funny, those things are expensive. Back in the day, those things are damn expensive.
They're even
So I
worse.
remember telling, I remember telling the doctor, "Don't cut my bra. Just take it off. Just take it off." And he's like, "No, we got to cut it." I was so mad.
Ah,
Yep, I was so mad.
there goes my $70. Thanks,
I'm
God. Give me
serious. They don't understand
something.
how expensive those things are. So next thing you know is, I'm getting morphine and everything else, and my mom comes, and I guess my mom told them to save my arm because they were going to take my arm because I had lost so much blood.
Mhm.
And so I was in surgery for like 13 hours. And they basically saved my arm. They put plates and pins in my humerus, and my radius they left shattered
Mhm.
because it had to grow up in a big clump. So I knew I was
Oh,
probably going
dang.
to lose some of my supination, pronation, and my
Mhm.
movement. Well, I don't know that I was going to be partially paralyzed though. So when I woke up, I was partially paralyzed. Couldn't open my hand, and the doctors come in and said, "You're never going to use your arm again. You're never going to go back to work." And I was like, "Yeah, no, that's not going to happen." And I remember at first I was like, "No way, no way." And I'm like in my
Yeah.
head thinking, "No, I'm not gonna. That's not how I'm gonna end my career." And literally, I was in the hospital for a week. Had an infection in my arm. Almost lost my arm a second time because I had an infection. And you have to be your
So
advocate when you go to these
scary.
hospitals. Yep.
That shit is so scary.
Well, and these nurses don't like. I was telling the nurse, like, my arm, it hurts really bad and it's getting like purple and like up here. She's like, "No, you're fine, fine." I go, "No, it doesn't feel
Hmm.
right. I need to see the doctor." And luckily, the doctor came and he's like, "No, her arm's getting infected. We need to put her on some antibiotics." I was so happy I said something because I literally probably would have lost my arm again. So,
Again, wow.
um, but as soon as I was released from the hospital, literally that's when everything was a lot harder. I think the shooting was a lot easier than dealing with just what was going to happen afterwards. Dealing with a lot more personal trauma, like with my mom not talking to me, I was engaged and we completely called off everything, to not knowing if I was going to go back to work or not knowing if I was going to use my arm or not. It was just like one thing after another. And I mean, I thank God I wasn't that at that point in my life or that even thought of being suicidal. But you have that question in your head, like, why am I here?
You
And I remember
know,
like asking
uh,
God, why am I here? Why should I be here? Because like realistically, if I can't go back to work, if I can't use my arm, I'm not getting married. I mean, I just felt so alone during that time. It was a lot.
well,
Um,
what?
and,
And not to cut you off, but I remember you said something in the interview about you losing your identity
mhm.
on top of that, which is like the common theme with so many of us. You don't have the uniform anymore. You don't have the camaraderie. You're kind of
Yeah.
lost. You are
Well,
lost, you know?
during this time, I was still a cop though, so I wasn't left yet. I had not
Oh, so
left.
you're already dealing with stuff
Yes,
before that even
before
hit.
that. Yep.
Oh,
Because I was
geez.
dealing with if I was going back to work.
Okay.
So at that point is when I saw my Bible on the table, and I normally have that in my bedroom.
Mm,
And I remember opening it up. I felt like God kept saying, "Christine, open the damn book up." It was Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, like, and I'm going to probably mess this all up, but for God has a plan for you. It's not for you to understand right now in so many words. And then I opened it up to another one and it said, "This too shall pass." And then I opened another one. God's not going to give you more than you can handle. So I felt like God was talking to me. And I was like, "Okay, God, I got it. I got it." And within, like, after everything happened, I called off completely my wedding and everything. I remember working out twice a day at the gym, like 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I had this arm thing on my arm that was
wow.
like Freddy Krueger. I looked like a monster, I swear. So I go to the gym, 24-hour fitness, 2 in the morning with no one around because I can go on the gym on the equipment with no, embarrassment. And literally was gym twice a day, rehab, therapy, going to Bible retreats, going to Bible study, like just literally trying to engulf myself with God, with with just meditation, with everything, just to get myself back on track.
Hmm.
And within, let's see, from July to Thanksgiving out my hand, within a year and a month later, I was back to work full time. And the only thing I could not
Okay.
do was supinate or pronate with this arm, and I could not touch my shoulder, which I still can't because this clump here, the bones just became a big clump. And then when I told the doctors I had done research saying, "Hey, I can get another radio head replacement," he's like, "No, no, no, no. What you've gotten is a miracle. So we don't want to go back in. Let's just leave it the way it is." And, I was fortunate and I went back to work even with pain. Thought, okay, I can do this. I gave them another 8 years. And within those 8 years, I was on Survivor. And that's what got me on Survivor. I guess they casted me because I had a story. And so that was an experience in itself. And then in 2008 is when I was having more numbness in my hands and complained about it, thinking, okay, they'll just get me some help. And instead, they retired me medically. And that's when I felt lost. I just felt
That's
like,
when it
okay,
started.
where, like, yeah, where's my identity? Where do I fit in? What's going on? And you do feel lost. You feel like you you're being punished for being injured, and dealing with work comp and dealing with just it's a lot of disappointment. And and I just thought myself, I'm not gonna let this get the best of me. I thank God I was on Survivor because it opened up other doors and to all these other charities I'm involved with, to be able to give back. And I think that's the thing that helped me the most because I did have that purpose. And it wasn't now the law enforcement side, it was a purpose of giving back in a different way, giving back with my experiences, being a motivational speaker, telling people about all the traumas I've gone through, because I've had other personal traumas, and just realizing, okay, whatever we go through, God does have a plan for us. And we need to use everything we've experienced in our life to better ourselves and also to help others because maybe one person might go through the worst, but because that one thing that they've gone through, they can change lives and so many other people's lives. So that's what it.
Man, oh, that's so crazy. It's just and we have a saying at the gym at the Adaptive Training Foundation, like they've taught us, life happens for you, not to you. Because oftentimes we're like, this happened to me, and it kind of sets the tone of that victim mentality.
Mhm.
And it just feels harder. But when it's like, no, it happens for you, well, then there's something of value to learn. And now what do we do with it? So,
Yep.
like you, for instance, like this happened, and now you're pushing forward, sharing your story, giving back to charities, pouring into yourself. Like it's just all this cool stuff. Um, it's just I feel like I was thinking even today, I'm like, man, growing up to be an adult is so
I
just
know.
I wish they
Can I
would
go
just
back to high school again? Yeah.
I know, I wish people would just tell us like
Oh,
you're about to go through some serious
yeah.
hardships.
Oh yeah.
Just
And
hit
it's not
and
just
hang
our
on.
careers, it's personal
Everything.
lives, relationships, not just our with our spouse, with our families. I mean, just everything because you go through
Everything.
so much trauma in so many different ways. I mean, like we can't pick our families. So, I love my
Mm-mm.
family, but at the same time we have our moments.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I really do feel alone in a lot of different ways. And I was married, divorced, had a miscarriage.
Wow.
And I just feel like I guess I thought my life was going to be a certain way, and it ended not being the way I thought it would be. And I think that's another hard part of going through everything I've gone through because of the mental and physical trauma of my career. It's affected me in my personal life, and it's still affecting me because I'm still dealing with the work comp. I'm still dealing with denials and delays of my treatments or my surgeries. I've had one neck surgery, one back surgery. I need another one, and then just from acid reflux to my knee problems, my wrists, my thumbs. Like it's like all these different things going on, and I'm like, okay, on the outside might look great, like healthy, but on the inside, it's like, oh my God, like at night is when you have so much pain and they don't care. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
they want you to be on pain meds. They want you to
Mm-hmm.
be bedridden. They either want you to die, commit suicide, or give up, whatever comes
You
first.
dealing with the VA sometimes.
And I know, right? I know.
God
And you guys, that's
dang.
exactly what you guys deal with. Well, that's how work comp is. And that's why I
That is
want to change the laws
awful.
of work comp because this is what they're doing is
It has to
causing people to
be.
commit suicide. And that's not fair.
It sounds a lot like the VA, and I talk a lot of I bash the VA a lot, but there are some good things about it that I've actually been able
Yes.
to. I can't say it's all terrible. You got to really fight though, and that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Oh,
If you
yep.
stop fighting, you won't figure it out. I don't. You shouldn't have to fight this hard, whether you're a
Exactly.
veteran or a civilian or a first responder. Like work, I don't know a lot about workman's comp, so but I'm hearing like horror stories.
Oh yeah, it's awful
Just
because it's these cities that, and it's not the departments per se. It's the cities. The cities have a work comp. They're into the work comp system, so they're
okay.
their own insurance. They either can be self insured or they hire out to insurance companies. And it's all about the money. It's not about the officer. It's not about the fireman. It's not about our first responder. It's really about them taking care of their pockets. And whatever way they can save money is what they're going to do. And they will prolong your case, saying you have future medical for your injuries, which is absolute bullshit. And basically they will delay, deny, and make that process so much longer for you that you just say, I give up. I don't want this anymore. I don't care.
Mhm.
Take what you want. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to
Tired
deal
of
with
it.
you,
Just
and
tired.
deal with their own insurance. But that's not fair that even you have to pay your own insurance to take care of injuries you had while you were on the job. And that's the problem I have. Like I did everything the right way. Like I didn't just trip and fell. I had some legitimate injuries. I have plates and pins in my neck, plates and pins in my arm. Yet they look at me like, oh, and question you. Like they question like you are a suspect. Like their stupid work comp lawyer. Oh my God, he's probably made more money with my case than me just settling my case out using taxpayers' money on that. So I'm thinking, you know what? No, I'm done. And I one day I remember we were on a Zoom call and doing a whatever their mediation thing, and he's talking, totally questioning me. I'm like, finally, I said enough. Like, what do I have to lose? It's been almost 17 years now. I said, do you have a problem with me? Do you have a personal vendetta with me? Because I don't get this. Like, I didn't just trip and fell. I had some legitimate injuries. I got shot. I got hit by a car. Like, would it be different if I was a man? And I hate to
Yeah,
say that. But honestly, like, what the hell's wrong? Like, I did everything the right way. And
yeah,
because I'm not, sitting in bed or, eating Twinkies or whatever, or taking pain meds so I can cover and mask my problems, is there a problem? Like, I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to wait for you guys to dictate when I'm getting my therapies, when I'm getting my surgeries, or when I'm getting my treatments. I'm going to live my life, and I know I have a high pain tolerance, but enough is enough. Like, take
yeah.
care of me. It's sad.
It's sad. It's a shit show. And honestly, like even I hear stories within the VA. I say the VA, it's my only experience, right? Where the men get a little bit better treatment and they get more like better care than the women because women we're known to be like bitchy or whatever you want to call it, right? Or maybe no, no, it's too much. Oh, you're a dude. Oh, we got you. So it's
Yeah.
kind of it's a broken system all across the
Yeah.
board. It sounds like. Um, Things are getting better, but man, the process is so freaking slow. So slow.
Yeah.
My hope is that we can resolve this thing can get resolved for you as quickly as possible because I guarantee you once that monkey's off your back, it's gonna be like, oh, I can finally freaking breathe.
Exactly. Well, that's the
Finally
thing. Like
breathe.
17 years later, I'm like thinking, gosh, I can't. I feel like thank God I've lived my life as much as I possibly can, but I
Yeah.
don't have kids. I don't have a family. Like, I feel like my miscarriage was also caused physically by the car accident, but also mentally, like, with all the stress my body's
Hmm.
gone through. It's just a lot of trauma that I've gone through, and they don't get it. They have no idea, and to them it's a game, and to me it's not. It's my livelihood. It's my future. That's why I'm so passionate about the ideas. I'm like my projects that I have coming up, which is an app for first responders to help them. Another one is a wellness center for first responders so that they can at least get help in other ways. There's so many other alternative medicine out there that can help them out. So,
It's wild, Christina. It's literally turning into we're gonna have to take care of each other.
mhm,
Like the politicians, the cities, it's all about the money. They don't give a, there are some people that do care, but it's
yeah,
like overshadowed by the ones that you know, don't, for lack of a better term. So like the softball game,
yeah,
we got to come together. We come together, we have fun. We generally want to help you. We want to help take care of you.
exactly.
And I'm getting goosey bumps over here. Because that's the commonality that I've seen, especially here in the DFW Metroplex with the
Yeah,
nonprofits. The ones the good, solid, big nonprofits that are immersed with each other. That's the beauty of this whole mission here in the DFW Metroplex in Dallas or in Texas. I've not seen it elsewhere. I know there's other
yeah,
places scattered throughout the nation, but the big ones are here. What a freaking blessing. And I hope to call you a neighbor one day. I really do. Because I think between your mission and your ideas and them and our connections, oh, girl, we'll get something big going.
yes.
You'll get something huge going.
Out there that want to collaborate on doing all this. So I know that things are going to happen. I could feel it. And
Mhm.
again, like every time I go out there, I just feel like this energy, this like I'm meant to be there. And in this wellness center, it can be everywhere. It can start there, and it can be in California, it could be Brazil, it could be any place. It's just a way because a lot of our vets become first responders, and the ones that are active that aren't
Mhm.
injured, it also helps them understand what's going on with those that are injured. So they almost like put themselves in their place, and hopefully they don't have to get there and be in that place, but understand what's going on and also be there for their peers. So there's peer support in different ways.
For sure. Well, thank you for sharing all that with us. I appreciate you. I
So,
kind of want to
well,
shift
thanks for
gears.
having on.
Yeah, I want to kind of shift gears a little bit. I want to get to the good, fun stuff. Um,
Mhm.
how did you get connected with TK for the celebrity softball game? How did all that happen?
Okay, you know what's funny? I
Mm.
don't even remember exactly how. And I want to say I know it's so funny.
Oh,
Um, well, probably from Survivor somehow I'm thinking,
yeah.
or I honestly cannot remember how I met him. Like, who actually connected us. Like, we
Mhm.
just started talking, or maybe it was on Instagram or Facebook that we connected. I don't know. I really don't know. All of a sudden we just start talking, and next thing I'm in Texas and I'm meeting everybody, and it's been awesome. And again, I don't know exactly who is our contact that got us connected,
I love that.
but
Well, you've
I'm
been
so glad
around.
we are.
Yeah, you've been around about as long as I have, I think,
Yes.
like the past 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
How's this whole experience been for you? Because I
Honest,
want to hit on it because we just came off of the whole weekend.
yes. No, honestly, it's overwhelming in the sense of it, but in a good way.
Mm,
Like you're exhausted afterwards because I think it's also mentally not, I don't want to say draining, but mentally, emotionally, you meet so many people and their stories and hear what they've gone through, which makes it more passionate for me to continue to do what I want to do in the sense of making sure I give back, and how I can give back. And we all brainstorm. And in fact, after the event, I met with Angelo and with Megan, who does the patches, Lifeway patches. And
mhm.
Angelo, he has a wellness center. I met some people, like honestly, like even, I'm gonna be meeting with Chuck, the one that donated the $1 million. I mean, he was
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
He has a rehab center. So we're all going to connect. But what I loved is that Angela and Megan and I, we actually met for lunch and we started talking about what we're going to do and how we can make a difference and what we can do now in making another wellness center. Or like, I mean, even the guy Shannon, the wrestler, he has some bunch of wellness centers in Sedona. And he's going to be doing a bunch of projects himself. Like, I've met so many people that we are going to start collaborating. And I'm not going to say, if, I'm going to say when. It's going to happen. And I think that because there's so many positive people out there that all have gone through something or seen something, or have people, family or friends, it really makes such a big difference being out there. It's such a networking tool, in these events,
Hmm.
because even though we're there to help make money for the charities, it's like we're also collaborating to make money for other charities that are going to help the same cause,
Or start our own.
for mental health. So there's so many different people out there, so many different nonprofits. Like, there's enough to go around. It's just a matter of now helping each charity out there to make sure that they get a good chunk of money to help with their cause. Um, and that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to be around some amazing people that are going to make a difference.
Yeah, it's pretty magical. I think because we're on a high the whole weekend, and then you come
Yes.
home and you're just exhausted. I think
Yeah.
I like got on the couch at 12:30 like Sunday afternoon, and I was pretty much there all day into the night.
Well, that was me
I
yesterday.
couldn't do
I was
it.
exhausted, exhausted.
Um,
My dog and I just hung out. She's like, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks for being here with me."
oh man, that's because you had
Yeah.
to travel back to California. I can't
Mhm.
even. I had to drive an hour, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Oh, driving from the airport was hell. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna fall asleep in the traffic in California." Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
So this game, I kind of want to I want to get some highlights on this game. So Chaz and a couple of the guys that are wrestlers. Speaking of
they cracked me
wrestlers,
up. They cracked me up. Oh
I
my
don't know how
God.
they're going to top next year. I don't know, but I'm here for it and I've got my popcorn ready. Um, we had those two guys, the little people, be politically correct, or midgets or little people. This was like their first year, huh? I don't remember them. I don't ever remember seeing them ever.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, Chaz drop kicking one of them made my
Oh my
night.
God, he is unbelievable. He cracks me up
Ugh.
when I see these videos. Because there's nothing like when you're on inside the dugouts, you can't see a lot of things sometimes, and you miss out on all these different things happening. I mean, there's so much going on. Like, so I
Uh,
missed that until I saw the video, and I'm like laughing. I'm like, oh my God, how did I miss that?
you missed that whole thing?
Yes, I missed that whole thing.
Dude, Chaz sat with me after the game, like eating his dinner, and I'm like, I've never seen a grown ass man drop kick a midget and
Oh,
actually thoroughly enjoyed it. For context, guys, it wasn't anything vicious. They planned this whole like skit.
yeah, they're
But
funny.
it was absolutely comical. The fans were loving it, and that's what it's about.
And then did you see
Um,
Patriot Barbie? She pushed Chaz in the pool when we were at the pool. She
that
ended up
was
pushing him in
her.
the pool and she got his belt. That was her. She was hilarious. I was dying. Yeah, that was
What
funny.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize the whole fight with the little people started at the pool that afternoon because they pushed Chaz. Oh, they started it with Chaz and what's his
Oh, okay.
name? I didn't know that, and until they posted later, I'm like, this is where it started, and they finished it on the field. But they're like, this isn't over yet. Get ready for next year. I'm like, oh my, how are you gonna top this? I have no idea.
That is funny.
Oh my
Honestly,
gosh.
and another thing is like, I wish, like, I didn't know that many people on the blue team. So I
Mhm.
didn't see them until later on and seen pictures. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that person was there. I don't know that person was there. So I wish there would be a time that we could just all meet at one time and just have TK just say, hey, everyone's going into the locker room. Let's all meet each other, get to know each other. But it would be nice to know who's there. And then also, I wish TK would just have like a roster that had everyone's names. and everyone's Instagrams because everyone keeps telling me, "Hey,
Oh,
tag me." I'm like, okay, I don't know what your guys' tags are for
yeah.
Instagram. So yeah, there's so many people that I'm like, and their names sometimes aren't even their Instagram names,
No,
so it
they're
makes it
not.
even harder.
Like
So
mine's not
yeah,
my Instagram name, so yeah, I get it.
that's hard.
Wow. But
They make it so difficult.
it's so good, man. And I know their goal was to raise $1 million this year for charities, and we
We
broke
raise
it
more. Yeah,
way more. I think they were already over 1 million on Friday night at the party before the
that's
game the
awesome.
following day. Yeah, I'm just like TK. And rumor on the street is it's probably going to be at Globe Life Park next year,
Oh, nice. Okay.
which would be great because there's air condition.
Oh, nice, nice. No, it was
Oh,
actually, it was so nice though. The weather was perfect. It really was such a great
oh yeah.
day, and
For
everything just kind of flowed. It just, yeah.
mm,
But yeah, and seeing the kids. Oh my God, poor Jimmy McMahon. He got hit by an autograph fan, fan
what
with his
happened
autograph.
there?
Oh my God, the guy's book fell while Jimmy's signing somebody's autograph, and he had one of those cardboard notepads or whatever, that thick ones,
Uh,
and it caught him right on his arm and sliced it. Like it's just the skin part of it. But poor guy, he's like, I'm just here signing autographs. I'm getting hurt.
my God. Jim
Yeah.
McMahon, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears
No, he
back in
is
the
awesome. And
day.
he's such a great guy. He is so humble. He is such a
Uh,
great, fun guy. Oh
I need
my
to
God.
talk to him. I'm gonna probably reach out to TK if I can talk to him because he's really big on like weed instead of painkillers.
Yeah.
And it's no secret I like to take edibles when I'm in terrible pain. And I want to learn more about how it's helped him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ways that maybe I can take it that could help me other than just taking it at night and go to bed.
No.
Because
There's
man,
also some other things coming out that have you ever tried those? I think EMF beds, or like they're like a vibration bed. They're talking about like vibration now is doing a lot of different things also
w-
for mental health.
we have one at the
Um,
gym. It's like
that is
it's a
awesome.
sound bed. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
amazing. Oh, dude, it's like remember like back in the day, your friends had those 808, those speaker, the subs.
Yeah.
It's like vibrating the car,
Yeah.
but that's what the bed feels like.
Oh.
And you put on certain like music. It's not music like songs, but like
Uh-huh.
for anxiety or grief, there's certain sounds that
Mhm.
the playlists that people have made, and we have a red light table over ours.
Oh,
So we
nice.
do red light, put everything on, and we just go in outer space. And
Nice.
if you got an edible, it might feel a little bit better
You're
too.
so
So
bad. Well, I know there's somebody there that was from Happy Mind that he was talking about microdosing,
hmm
and yeah, I get so nervous about taking anything. I've never done drugs in my life. Even with the pharmaceutical stuff, I hate taking pain meds.
Yeah.
I have a high pain tolerance, but to a point, like I just when pain hits me, it's like, oh my God, okay,
Dude.
I'll take one here or there, but like I have acid reflux, so a lot of those things I can't
Yeah.
take anyways. But yeah, I get so nervous about taking anything that, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll let
No.
you guys deal with all that stuff. But but there's other stuff. Like I do the TENS machine, which is a muscle
hmm
stimulation machine. I use that. That helps a
hmm
lot. And then I was talking to Angela. He said there's a thing, a bed or something called ozone something. He has to explain more to it. You have to get him on. But he does so many things at his wellness center that helps people with their injuries.
We'll do it.
Um, but there's also a friend of mine. He's a retired police officer from Miami. He does breathing techniques, and he
Breath
gets
work.
people. Yes, and so he actually, I'm going to try to get him to come to LA and do a course out here to talk to some of my friends and some of the guys I work with and do a breathing session here because I think that would be amazing to see how that works.
Do it because so the Adaptive Training Foundation, we use all that. We do all that because David, the founder, brought it in. So we do breath work, red light therapy. What do we do? The sound bed. We have the red light therapy, like and sauna, steam room, cold plunge, just anything other than pills.
Exactly.
And a lot of that came from David's story. David
Um,
played in the NFL. He had a career-ending shoulder injury and got addicted to the opioids and all that stuff and spiraled. And
Yep.
he got clean. And after that, and opening the foundation, he's like, we have got to. He wanted to help us like vets because the VA is quick to throw the pills, like you said,
Yep.
or the doctors. He's like, there's a better way. And oh, by the way, it's holistic.
Yep.
We've talked about ayahuasca. We've talked about like plant-based medicine and
Mhm.
and stuff. And we have this guy, Ben Holt, that comes to the gym. He does like an hour and a half breath work session. And you're
Wow.
doing almost like fire breathing, like really quick breathing, and to the point where like your hands start clamming up a little bit, and people have had outer body experiences.
Wow.
And
That's what my friend told me about. Yeah.
he said it's very closely, it's almost like ayahuasca,
Yeah.
almost.
That's my friend said too.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, so and it's just to heal that trauma that's still stored in our body and get it out, right?
Yep.
I love it. I like if I'm spiraling, I will center with breath work. My front room, my guest room, I've kind of turned it into our mini little recharge room that we have at the gym just because I know
Nice.
I need this, I need that, this. I'm trying to get a sauna in the house. Like everything that
Well,
you
see,
said,
and
right?
everything that you're talking about is what I want to do in a wellness center because
Dude.
I want to get, well, that's the thing. I want to go to Texas and I want to get a big piece of property and, have a big house there where it has a pool, saunas,
Oh, that'd be
jacuzzis,
so good.
all these things, right? Like, and so everything from IV drip to hormone, even hormones. Hormones play a big part of when we get depressed for men and women. So have hormone replacements. You name it, all these different types of things and like movie night, pool night, things like that. So it's like a one-stop shop for first responders and our vets. And that way they can come, enjoy, relax. I don't want it to have to be alcohol because I want it to be a place where it's
Right,
alcohol free.
right.
If we have charity events, well, yeah, we might have alcohol there because for a charity event. But for every day, no, it's mocktails. It's just healthy, shakes, healthy food. It's a place that there could be tiny homes built so that if you're injured and on the job, you can come and rehab there and basically have a therapist there on site, but you're amongst your peers. You're always around somebody. So you're not by yourself dealing with it. Because when I was shot, I was by myself living at home and I lived in the city I worked. And not once did anyone, well, actually one or two guys I think came to my house, but left a note on my car.
I,
Didn't even come to
oh, they
knock on
left a
my door and check
note?
on me. hmm
I
Didn't even
remember.
come to check on me. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, it would be nice to have people know that if you are injured and you're single, that someone can come and check on you, saying, "Hey, even if to take out the trash or even to do certain things,
Meal
shopping, cooking for
train,
you." hmm
something.
So that's why I want the center because it's not just gonna be a wellness center; it's also gonna be a place that they can come and hang out. It's a place that can even go through their rehab and be someplace with people, amongst their own, and be able to feel like they're wanted and around each other, and not being missing out or not feeling
Oh
that
man.
they're being left out.
You need to come visit the Adaptive Training Foundation.
Okay.
Everything you're saying is very, very similar.
Uh-huh.
Minus the tiny houses and this, that, and the other. But like the more the community, right? Because if you build it, not if, but
You're welcome.
when you build it and you start getting veterans and veterans and veterans and first responders, at some point that community is going to sustain itself. Like we love hanging out with each other outside of the gym.
Yeah.
And full transparency, I'm going through trauma therapy. And months ago, I gave my gun to one of the guys at the gym. I'm like, I need you to have my gun because I spiral. And so every time I'm just like, I just want to grab it. What am I going to do with it? I don't know, but I know I'm safe. I just don't want to be stupid. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm going through my shit. Please take it. So to have community and people like that are like, yeah, and they're not going to judge you. They're like, yeah, dude, whatever you need. I got you. I love you. Whatever that is. And to be able to have disagreements and still love each other at the end of the day
Yeah.
because of the
Exactly.
community and the gym. We go sometimes just to get in the sauna and the hot tub, or not the hot tub, but the steam room. And
Yeah.
because the resources are there, like you said,
Yeah.
like once you build yours, like that's gonna be so awesome and
Um,
so it's so needed.
yeah. Well, and I also want like a room, like we can have like meetings because I know there's a nonprofit out here called Guardians, and they're
Mhm.
police, fire, vets. They all come together and they talk about everything they've gone through. But also, like I told them, I go, you know what we should do? Because us first responders, in that includes your vets, is we don't know how to ask for help. We don't ask for help normally. And I want a place that everyone feels safe to be able to ask for help because we have so many officers or firemen, anyone losing their lives to financial problems, relationship problems, some stupid shit that could be totally easily solved, but yet they don't know how to tap into.
Mm.
I want a place where we have a solution to everyone's problems, whatever it may be, and basically just give them that resource. So I mean, even if it's like
I
moving and you need to have a moving truck, someone has a moving truck, or someone can help them move and get their stuff in boxes because it's a lot.
well, once you get down here and settled, if you need a point of contact for tiny homes, I got you.
Okay, okay, sounds
So
good. I like it.
my friends at Valor Ranch, that's their thing. They got tiny homes for their mission for homeless female veterans to house them for a year.
Oh,
And
awesome.
they're
Okay.
awesome. They're not like these tiny no, like it's got full-size appliances in them.
Yep.
They're
Well,
really good.
Elon Musk has like some tiny home that he's making that's fully self-sufficient. Like
Really?
there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of new tiny
So
homes that are
cool.
pretty amazing. Yep.
That's amazing. Well, I'm excited
Yeah.
to
Yeah, me
like
too.
watch what you do.
baby steps, but it's gonna happen. It's like I'm gonna say, hey, watch next year. Next year's only a few months away. Next year, watch it. It's gonna be in Texas. We're gonna start it there.
Next year. Do you have a timeline when you want to get out here? Is it next year?
I want to be next year, yeah, because it's only a few months away. So, like, I think if anything, what I might want to do is just rent my house out, and then like maybe keep a room here, but rent the other two rooms out. So I always have this place to be like my home base, and then get a house out there, and then do all that out there. So.
There's a lot of
Because if I,
land.
I know, well, and the thing is, if I live there, then I could
Hmm.
be there, and it's not even work. It's not going to be considered work. It's going to be my purpose. It's going to be something. It's like being a bed and breakfast all day long. So
Hmm.
I would love that. That would be my baby. So
I'd love that. Well, we'll talk after we get off a little more in depth on all the good stuff that you're still wanting to do. But I'd say we had a pretty decent little episode right there.
that's awesome.
Um, real quick, before I let you go, well, before I stop recording and let you go with our listeners, where can people find you if they want to reach out? Maybe they want to help you. I mean, what does that look like?
Well, like my number, they can call me anytime they want. I don't care. Everyone's like, don't give your number out, but I will
You're
give
gonna
you my
give it
number.
out?
Yes, I'll give it
Okay.
out. It's 310-418-5790. I mean, it's just I get more spam than anything else, so I might as well get some calls from some decent people. um,
Of
and then,
course.
and then my email is Christina3051 at AOL, and there's no H in my name. So don't laugh at AOL, but you know what? I also have Gmail, but it's just easier sometimes with the AOL because everyone remembers that. And then they can get me on Instagram. It's under Cristina Coria Survivor. And again, there's no H in my name. And then with Facebook, it's just my name, Cristina Coria.
Cool. Well, I'll put everything in the show notes too, if you're okay with that.
Okay, yes,
We'll do that,
that's
and
fine.
then we can push this out to your people too, on top of
Okay.
our incredible listeners.
Yes, and if anyone has any questions about work comp or needs some direction or help, let me know. And then I'm also trying to do a story on the news to talk about work comp and people's stories and how a lot of us are not getting taken care of and how this has got to change. So, and if they also have connections with politicians and how we can go about changing all these laws, that'd be awesome. Because it's not just California; it's other states too that are having work comp issues.
I've got connections here in Texas for the capital, but that's about it.
Well,
I
then
mean,
you
that's
know
pretty
what? You
close.
gotta start somewhere.
Close enough. Cool. Well, thanks for being on today. I appreciate you sharing your story and just kind of catching up a little bit about this past weekend, which was an incredible weekend. I can't wait for next year. And
Me too.
yeah. Well, let me say goodbye to my amazing listeners and
Okay.
hang
Well,
tight,
thank you,
okay?
listeners.
We love you guys. Well, there you have it, man. That's Christina Coria, Christina without a H. And I will put everything in the show notes as far as where you can find her, call her, email her, and all the good stuff. And yeah, man, stay tuned. We got some more guests, and I can't wait for you guys to keep hearing. So, till next time, peace
Bye,
out.
guys.